my white-faced capuchin monkey. We are going to make monkey biscuits, so we thought we'd let you guys come with us and see what we put in them and how we make Lillian's monkey biscuits. Right now we are fixing to debone the turkey. We already cooked the turkey, so we're going to debone the turkey, so I am going to put her in her high chair until I get done with that. I've got everything prepared, so I'll show you how we do it as we go along. I got this recipe from a friend who has a capuchin monkey. So right now we're going to debone the chicken. I'm going to get her in her high chair, and here we go. We got that done, and that was messy, so we are fixing to get started on the rest of this. The first thing I want to do is get the vegetables sauteing. I like to saute the vegetables instead of just putting them in raw or frozen. So I'm going to saute the vegetables. Now I'm going to use just a little drop of olive oil. Now the pan is not hot. I should have gotten the pan hot first, but that's okay. So we're going to set that to the side. Okay, so now I'm going to rub now this is not hot yet, or I would not have her this close. So I'm going to rub the oil into the pan. You get back, just in case. It's just now starting to get a little warm. There we go. Alright, so I just put a drop of olive oil and then rubbed it into the pan. And now I'm just going to pour the mixed vegetables into the bowl. Now I've added several different types of vegetables. And I've added lima beans, black-eyed peas, squash, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, and I think that's about it. Now I'm going to let that cook for a few minutes. I'm going to use this, spread it around a little bit. Now I'm just going to let this simmer a little bit in here. I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. Now this here is 3 pounds of vegetables, mixed vegetables. And here we are adding just 1 small onion. I want to go ahead and put that in, let that saute with that. Okay. We'll just let this cook for a little bit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a lid on it. I can already hear it cooking a little bit. Yeah. Now we're going to move over here. There she goes. She grabbed some black beans. We're over here with the black beans. Oh, she spit them out. That proves a wonderful point. We are fixing to squish the black beans so that she will eat them in the biscuits. Yeah. She started to get one. She said, oh, I remember what those are. I don't like those. Maybe she can help me squish these up. Okay, so we're going to dip some beans into this right here. And we're going to crush the beans. Do you want to crush them? Here. You want to try? There you go. Let's squish them. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, she tried. Here. You want to try again? Good girl. Good girl. Are you helping Mom? Good girl. Can you squish them some more? Look here. Can you push it some more? Here. Here. Can you do it? Good girl. Don't throw it down. There we go. Yay! Okay, now that the vegetables have been sauteing for a while, I'm going to add the chopped up apples. We're going to get Lillian away from the stove. Now she knows when the stove is hot, she stays away, but I'm holding her arm down. And nothing is popping. Put the lid on that, turn it down just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to add a can of pureed pumpkin. So we're going to add that to the mix and let that saute with it just a little bit. But I think I'm going to put Lillian up while I do the rest of this. Okay, now I got Lillian away from the stove. It's getting very hot now and I don't want her around the stove. So here we go. We're putting the pumpkin in. We're going to stir this around. Oh, this smells good too. Now I don't want to add water to it because I want it to be nice and thick before I put it in the oven to bake it. And also, I'm going to blend this mixture, with the blender, because I want the vegetables blended up really good. Now I'm going to let this simmer for a few minutes and then we will start blending. So I'm going to clean up my mess. So what we're going to do now is blend the mixture. Now I got the first little batch blended. It's not perfectly blended, but it's pretty good. It still gives Lillian the the chance to pick out some good stuff, but it also kind of forces her to eat the good stuff too because it's blended up with the other good stuff. Okay, so I got it all done, and you can see it has chunks and it is pureed. So now we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. Right here we have the black beans that I squished real good. Now I find that I have to squish them because she will pick them out. Gosh, not a very good aim. Because she will pick them out and not eat them, so I want her to eat them. So we're just going to mix this together right quick. The black beans, the onions, the mixed vegetables, the pumpkin. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Now, the next thing I'm going to add is brown rice. It is 3 cups of brown rice. So I'm going to add this slowly into the mixture. It's been sitting here for a while, so it's a little bit chunky. I'll let you see that. But it doesn't matter. It all comes out the same. It's not too bad once I unchunk it. Okay, so I switched to a bigger pan so that I could have more room to stir. This is what we have so far. This is our turkey, and we're going to add it in here. So here we are mixing the entire mixture together. Okay, so next what we're going to add is 1/2 cup of ground flax seed. Comes in a little container like that. Looks like that right there. Then the next thing we're going to also add is wheat germ, and it's just 1/2 cup as well. And the jar looks like that. Now these are rolled oats. Now we're going to mix this in the mixture later just to thicken it up. We're also going to mix the nuts in. I've got pecans and walnuts in there. And that is about 1 cup. And right here on the rolled oats, you pretty much just use what you need to make the thick enough, because you want it to be kind of doughy. And we're also going to add 3 eggs to the mixture. So we're going to start right here with the flax seed. With the flax seed, just pour it right on in there like that. And we're going to mix that. Okay, so this is where it's going to get a little bit messy. I'm going to get my hands in this thing and mix it right. So I'm fixing to add the wheat germ, 1/2 cup. I'm going to go ahead and add the nuts in. That's about 1 cup. And now I'm going to add the 3 eggs. We're going to get it mixed really, really, really good. I want this just completely mixed perfectly good. So here's what it's looking like right here. Okay, now this is a lot like cookie dough. I want to make sure get all the way down at the bottom. Get it completely mixed. Now that looks good. That's really good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some oats to it. I may need to add more oats, but we're going to try this first. Okay, I'm definitely going to need more oats. So I need to go wash my hands. Okay, so I'm going to get more oats now. So let's see what happens now. We're going to pour a little bit in there. Time to get my hands dirty. Here we go. Pour a little bit more in there. Alright, I'm going to pour the remainder of the oats and give it a good mix. And you can see this is very messy. Now look at this little girl. She was in there asleep. Yeah, I woke her up. Yeah, she doesn't need to go to bed this early anyway. Then she'll keep me up all night. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I tied Lillian to me, and her food is now ready to go in the dish. Here we go. And we just want to cover the bottom about 1 inch. Yeah, now this is a good consistency. Yeah, you want to help Mama? Here, Hey, you want to help me? You help squish it? Hey, you want to help squish it? Yeah. Can you do it? Can you do it? Good girl. Squish it. Squish it. Good girl. Yay. You want to eat some? No? She likes it better when it's cooked. Yeah, you like it better when it's cooked, don't you? Besides that, you got a full tummy anyway, don't you? Are you going to eat a lima bean? Good girl. Yes, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we just mash it down as firm as we can get it. Like so. Okay. And then I cover it with aluminum foil and cook it for about an hour, well, about 45 minutes. And then I pop the top off. There we go. Just squish it down in there. Yeah. See there? Making your monkey biscuits. And she loves these. Now, I do give her the other biscuits as well, but I don't want those to be her main diet. I like to give her fruits and vegetables and nuts and berries. And her monkey biscuits. And I have to bake these about once a month or once every 6 weeks. Now, for this, as much as I made, it's going to be probably a good 6 weeks. But I just freeze them in freezer bags. Now I'm going to also use these pie dishes so that I don't have to sit in here and do all this again. I can just have these ready to pop in the oven as soon as the others come out. Okay, now she's eating them. Tastes good, huh? Yeah. Tastes good. Okay. We got that ready. Now, in the wild, capuchin monkeys eat lizards, eggs, bugs, bark, all kinds of things. They need a lot of protein, and this has a lot of protein in it. It's got turkey, eggs, nuts, and grains in it. And capuchin monkeys also like a lot of fiber, need a lot of fiber. And they can get that from plant materials, bark, twigs, dirt. They even eat dirt. She eats dirt. But the great thing is that I do take her outside a lot, so she does get to climb trees, and she eats bugs and the bark and twigs, and she also gets down and digs in the dirt and eats dirt too. So I've seen her do all of that. And in here we have a lot of fiber. We've got the pumpkin, we've got the flaxseed, the wheat germ, the veggies, the nuts. So we've got a lot of the fiber in this monkey biscuit. Now, capuchin monkeys also need healthy fats in their diet, so that's why we added the flaxseed and the nuts. And they also need complex carbohydrates. And you have good carbohydrates and bad carbohydrates. Potatoes, rice, pasta, bakery items, things like that, they are not good for capuchin monkeys. So that's why when I do feed Lillian, I use whole grain pastas and rices. And I don't give her sugars and things like that. She gets natural sugar in her fruits, and I'm sure in her monkey biscuits that we get for her. And I also give her cereal, unsweetened grain cereal and things like that. So that's good for her as well. Okay, I have one more dish to go. Now the lady that came up with this recipe raised a lot of capuchin monkeys. Now we're just about to the end of the mixture. Just about made it. So we're going to cover this up. And I believe the lady's name is Janice Metzger, or Metzger. But I will put a link down below for you guys if y'all are interested in looking up the recipe for yourself. Okay, now then, let me show you what it looks like in the dish. And this is what it looks like. And it's nice and thick. And I put it about 1 inch in the bottom. I'm going to cook this at 350 degrees for 45 minutes with the aluminum foil on top. And then I will take it off. Slide these in. See how many I can get in my oven. Okay. The oven is already preheated. And I've got a hold with my little girl. Yeah. Here we go. Now then, we are going to set the time for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. All right, so I'm going to straighten up a little bit of the mess, and I will probably go put Lillian, my pretty little girl, in her room while I clean up the mess. She's been real good about staying on me for as long as she has to do all of this. So she's been real good, but she's getting a little bit antsy. So I think she's ready to go to her room and play. So I will be back with you guys when this is ready, and I will show you the finished product. You ready? So we'll see y'all in a minute. This is how the monkey biscuits look after 45 minutes. And they're still, you can tell that they're still gooey, but they're getting crispier on the edges. You can see that there. So now I'm going to take the top off, and I'm probably going to leave them in for about 30 more minutes. So I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Well, the biscuits are finally done. They look delicious and they smell absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. I'm going to let them cool off, and we will cut them up into squares, and then probably about 2-inch squares, 2 by 2. So anytime Lillian is ready for a monkey biscuit, we just pull them out of the freezer, stick them in the ice box and let them thaw out, and then we have them ready all day for LillianLouise. Now this is what the biscuits look like after I cut them up. And you can see how firm they are. And they smell delicious, and Lillian just loves them. So far, this is what I've gotten out. Now I'm going to bag them up and get them in the freezer. All right, this is what we got. Now, one of the batches was a little bit gooey, so I went ahead and stuck it back in the oven, along with what was left that I did not cook earlier. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to Lillian's channel, hit that subscribe button to let us know that you would like to see more videos with Lillian Louise. Be sure to give her a thumbs up on the way out and drop her a comment. She loves your comments, and I love them too because she always gives me big kisses and hugs. So thanks again, and we will catch y'all next time.